So it's time for the ghosty collab for my Blythe doll to be dressed up as a little ghost. Now, this is a collaboration done by, if I've got the numbers right, I think there's 15 people, but I will put a link. We've got all sort of already got like a format to put a full link of everybody that's involved in this. So please check everybody out. It's going to be amazing. A wonderful theme. There's going to be some gorgeous dolls as well. Our host for this, I want to get her name right, so I've got it written down. It is Emma, and fingers crossed, Emma, I say this right. It's Mortis Catus. Again, her link will be below. So thank you for this wonderful suggestion of the ghost theme, because I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, this is going, I'm actually filming this the day before it's due. It's the 30th of September. It's all going out, but that's my birthday, so I'm likely to be busy. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to be busy. I will be busy. So I'm actually filming it now, but you won't see it until the 30th. I hope I get the time right as well, because it's a Pacific time and I've got to work the UK times out. So I'm hoping this is 4 o'clock and it is the right time. Anyway, getting on to the actual doll. Absolutely loved doing it, loved photographing her. I think I've got some great photos, so pleased with the photographs. So, but you want to see her in the flesh, don't you? And here she is. This is my ghosty girl. We're going to look at her. Oh, I've just dropped her lantern. We're going to look at her a little bit closer, top down, to tell you what I've done. Not done a huge amount actually on this one. I think a sort of a hair said it all. Obviously, I had to make her outfit. I've done a little bit on the face, nothing too exciting. So we're going to go top down and have a look at this. Please don't forget to look at everybody else's. I'm excited to see everybody else's. I know I say I'll be sort of busy because it's my birthday. But by the time I've got in for about that time, as I say, it should be about tea time-ish, I will be able to sit down and enjoy watching everybody's videos. So let's get going, top down, and have a little look at what I actually did. So here she is. I'm not quite sure which part to start with. As you can see, she has this absolutely glorious hair, which is insane and is driving me mad because it keeps getting tangled. But I chose, obviously, this is an AliExpress Blythe. I chose her because of the grey hair, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. I've actually got a wig this colour when I did a cosplay once, and I just absolutely loved the colour. But it's mad to try and keep tidy. That is the only thing. So the hair, I did nothing. I just left it as it was. So I trimmed it down very fractionally and just sort of gave it a brush. But you have to be careful. These get so tangled. So as I say, I didn't do a huge amount as far as sort of the decorating of her was concerned. As you can see, I didn't do anything at the back of her head. The only thing I did, let me just pop her hair under her face so it doesn't get damaged. This is what I'm saying about the long hair. It does drive you mad. It's gorgeous, but it drives you mad. Ow, I'm going to have to cut that, I think. So as far as her pull cord was concerned, I did already have these really cute cabochons. So I stuck them into these. It's from when my daughter was doing some jewellery making. So that worked out perfectly. And I had to buy myself some pony beads because all the beads I've got will not thread on this. It is too thick. So I thought, no, I'm going to have to get some pony beads. So yeah, that's all stuck. And I'm quite pleased how it came out actually. So I think perhaps I need to get some more pony beads. Obviously the back of the dress is really no different to the front of the dress. So I will turn her back over. Let's move all this gorgeous hair out of the way. And you can have a look at the face that I did. Now, I did change 2 of the eye chips. Now, these were eye chips I actually bought rather than doing anything. So we'll close our eyes and you can see I've done the metallic. It was a bit of paint on that nail varnish one again. I find that works quite nicely for myself. And I went for the white eyelashes like I did on my mermaid because I just thought that looked quite nice. So I don't know whether her eyes are going to change too well. I'm not very good at doing this. There we go. Because for some reason her eyelids are not opening. I think it's because of the weight of the nail varnish. So we have pure black there. That is just as they were. That is just as they were, but again, I thought the grey worked quite nicely. But this is the one that was my favourite. As I say, I bought these off Etsy and I just thought they were quite a haunting colour. Now, as far as the face-up is concerned, I just tried to pale her down a little bit. And then obviously the grey, I used pastels to create this sort of hollow-eyed look. Mouth, I don't know, I really have trouble with the mouth. I can never get it exact. I think it's worked, but for me, I don't feel it's neat enough. But I am quite pleased with it. So yeah, so basically it was just sort of paling her down and getting these hollow eyes, which was the big thing. I had contemplated doing the whole body painted white At first I thought that was a great idea. Then afterwards I realised it would have been too pale, so I didn't do it. So let's move down a little bit. One of the biggest changes I did, I decided I wanted her to have, as you can see, skeleton hands. Now, these are from a plastic skeleton I bought. And the beauty is, I had to sort of file this down a little bit, but they pulled out. Because these dolls' hands pull out, it was great. So I just painted, which I must admit, the paint, even if I sort of give it a little scratch, I did use a little bit of Mr. Super Clear, and then it was actually my son's, what brand I'm trying to think. I think it was the Vallejo paint that I used. And I must admit, I mean, I'm scratching that with my nail now, and relatively hard so, and it is staying quite nicely. But I only went up so far. I thought, well, the dress is going to cover it, so there's no point. And then these push in. So I thought, I was really pleased with that. It took me ages to get a skeleton that I felt was the right scale, but I think it looks quite good, quite creepy. So yeah, I was pleased with that bit. I got really excited about doing that bit. So we're going down onto the dress. Now the dress is, well, the main part of the dress, you can see all this underneath part of the dress, was actually a top that I got from the charity shop, and I just liked all these ruffles. I just thought it was really nice, and I wanted to go for a sort of like a, I don't know, wedding dressy sort of theme. I don't really know what theme I was going for. It took me ages to try and decide, but this is what I came up with. So I was really pleased. She's got some little straps that hold it up and just a little ribbon around the waist. Now the top bit, this was actually already pre-made like this. It was some, I can't think of the word. It is ribbon, isn't it? It's ribbon and lace, but it actually came with this and this attached, and then I've just sort of sewn on. These are just some plastic pearls. I just stitched it on here, and I just stitched it on the neckline. So then I did this so it was separate, because I needed it to go over her head, so that is why that is tied there. But basically that is her, and I am so happy with her. I say it took me ages to decide what to do, but I think it came out well. She's going to take pride of place on my shelf. I think I need a shelf that's just going to have some of my collab girls, as I've started to do a couple now. The only other extra I did for her was this. Now this actual little lamp, it was off. I'd saved them because I knew that they'd broken. It was a set of Christmas lights, but the actual, you know, the electric bit had broken. But I thought at some point they'd make really good sort of lamps for the dolls, and they did. It was perfect. So I just took out the electric bit, added a little bit of chain, and I don't know how well you can see that. This inside is actually a bead, but the beads were, oh, again, what can I think of it? They were Christmas light type beads, you know, like that you string up, and it's just worked perfectly. So because there was a little hole, I was able to thread it through, add the little bit of chain. I did actually paint this up a little bit. You can see it's scuffed. It got dropped so many times when I was taking the photos, but I don't think that matters again for the look. And again, this is my son's paint. I don't know whether it was his Warhammer one I actually used for this, but I didn't spray it. Perhaps I should have sprayed it, and then, but the idea of masking all that off really put me off that bit. But it works. She's not going to be running around much. I know the photos, obviously, you know, I dropped it a few times, things like that. But otherwise, she's going to be sat on my shelf, so I'm not going to do any more. So that was her lamp. Does she have a story? I don't really know, because it changed from sort of moment to moment. Not really. As I say, could we be looking at a little bit Corpse Bride-esque sort of storyline? She's certainly sort of searching with her lantern for something. I wonder what it might be. I don't know. Is it a long lost love? You never know with these stories. There's so many different ones. I'm going to leave it a mystery, because most ghost stories are a mystery. People see sort of the grey ladies and things like that, and they don't really know why, where, or how. There's always some sort of fantastic story behind them, or absolutely nothing. So she's going to stay sort of mysterious, I think the word is. So I'm really pleased with her. I hope you like her. Please pop me a comment down below. Obviously, I'm looking forward to watching everybody else's. I just love these collabs. They're amazing. And I just think the doll community is fabulous. I mean, this is across the world doll community that we're looking at. And it's amazing to think that people are connecting like that. So please make sure you do look at everybody's. If you do enjoy my channels, please like, subscribe and share. It means a whole lot to us YouTubers if you do. Looking forward to seeing the comments, because I try and make sure I answer everybody back. And please look at the photos. We had such fun. My husband was taking photos as much as I was. And yeah, I think they've worked out quite well. Some we've done outdoors, some I sort of photoshopped inside. But I think the outdoor ones came out better. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. I don't think so. I have got a little head sort of tilt on her, so you can see I have popped a head tilter on, and that was the one I bought from Beth Ramsden. I've bought a few now from Beth, and they're great. I've still got a couple of dolls to do. It makes such a difference for the photos if you get that head tilt, because you know what they're like, the Blythes, they sort of look down, don't they? And they're hard enough to photo for that anyway, but that did make a difference. Didn't do anything with the body, as you can see. I don't think there's anything else I could say. I just thoroughly enjoyed doing it. And I'm, like I say, excited to see everybody else's. But it'll be after I've been out for my birthday meal. And I will see you all very soon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.